Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lovett. If you are new here, this channel is dedicated to talking about beauty and styling tips for Black women. And today we are going to talk about braids for the body type. Dramatics. Kibbe recommends you go for geometric styles, sleek styles, hairstyles that are brushed away from your face so that we can see your very chiseled and prominent facial bone structure. Now if you take a look at this hairstyle right here, it is geometric in the sense that it has a blunt cut feel to it. It looks as though it's a blunt cut. So this is a perfect example of what a blunt cut looks like. So when you're going for braids and you don't want them to be long, go for something like this and it's gonna fit right into the recommendations of your body type and you are gonna look incredibly good. Now if at the moment you're not interested in going for geometric shapes, go for sleek styles. This right here is a good example of a sleek style, and you don't have to go for the center part. It gives a more classic feel to it. You can go for asymmetrics and still stick to the sleek recommendations. As a dramatic, you are the lady that can go with very long braids because you are a very long vertical line. Just that make sure it is asymmetric so that it can give a more geometric vibe to your style. And of course, if you're tall, maybe you could go for butt long braids, or if you're not into butt long braids, maybe bra strap lengths will be perfect. These are examples of hair that is brushed away from the face. You can get a little bit artistic and creative with how you put your hair in a low bun, just like in this photo. Very beautiful. And this too is also brushed away from the face so that we can take a look at your very beautiful bone structure. And yeah, and this is also a braid that is taken up in a half up and half down updo, whatever it is called, and it looks really sleek and neat. For self dramatics, your hair should be very lavish and full looking. There should be bold, either geometric or asymmetrics with softened there should be softened with curls. Now if you take a look at this hairstyle, you can see that it has a little bit, even though it looks very straight and geometric, the way it was swept to the side gave it an asymmetric vibe and softened the look. For some dramatic, Kibbe also recommends that you go with hair that looks very softened with curls, just like this lady's locks right here. Now in Nigeria, between 2010 to 2015, there was a hairstyle going around where you just make your braids and then curl them and set them in hot water. By the time you take them out, they look just like this lady's locks right here. Now if you have locks, although I'm going to make a video for women with locks, styles you're supposed to rock to complement your body type, this is a very good soft dramatic hairstyle right here. Now another way that you can achieve this hairstyle with braids is after you have you're finished making your braids, you just put your hair in sections, put your braids in section and rebraid them, like maybe 5 sections, and braid them and put them into hot water. Take them out, allow the hair to dry, and then loosen those braids. It's going to give very beautiful curls. Now another way is putting it up in a bantu knot, maybe 5 sections or 6 sections, and then look for a way to dip your braids into hot water so that when you take them out, it's going to give you very beautiful, luscious, long, soft looking curls. You can also use foaming mousse, but I don't think it's very necessary. Just hot water and allowing your hair to cool down is going to give you exactly what you are going for, and it's going to look just like this lady's locks right here. very beautiful, very soft, dramatic, bold, soft curls, if you get what I mean. Now for classic, your hair should be smooth, sleek, well groomed, and blunt edged cuts is gonna work as well. Now if you look at this style, I know you also saw this picture in the dramatic category, but now the center part works very well for a classic because everything about classic is symmetry. Everything has to be centered. Now the dramatic can work with asymmetrics, but since this is very symmetric, has a center part, is going to work even better for a classic. Now as a dramatic, you can go for asymmetric pattern, but for a classic, this works wonders. Like, this is best. You don't have to go for any other style. This works very well, very sleek, very symmetric, very simple, very well groomed, and very neat. And you can also rock the very blunt cut look. Now this is perfect, but without the all the designs on the hair. Take that away and just work with very blunt braids. The ends of your braids should give a very blunt cut. Can you see? It still has the centering effect, very symmetric. There's a center part, works wonders. This hairstyle too, just that you have to take those hair braids away because you are a classic. You don't need too much to look too much, you know. Less is more as a classic. Less is more as a classic because your body is very symmetrical, very simple. So just go in line with your clothing and recommendation and you're gonna get the look that you're going for. Don't try to do too much. Now you can also put your braids in a bun. High bun works very well as long as it looks very neat, just like this photo right here. And you can also go with low bun. You can even give the center parts and take it into a low bun, or if you don't have any center part, it still works well. Low bun works really well on you guys. Now if you want to experiment with a color, you're free to do so, but don't try to go with very wild colors and colors that look very unnatural on you, because it's going to take away from your symmetry, from your very clean and very unique look. Now don't go for wild color combinations, just go for one color that is very mild and very toned down. Now for soft classic, your hairstyling recommendations is still very similar to the classic, just that you have to go with soft and curved edges. Now this hairstyle here has an asymmetric pattern to it, but you can see how it softened at the end. You know, just pat your hair in the middle and still have those very soft curved or curls at the end of your hair, and you are gonna be good to go. Now if you want your hair to be out of your face, just take it the center part and, you know, just roll it up like this picture and you are gonna look beautiful and gorgeous. Now if you're not ready to go with the soft curve, just stick to your classic recommendations and you're good to go. Add the soft curves. If you're not ready to add soft curves for some of your hairstyles, just stick with the normal classic recommendations and you'll still be fine with it. You're still gonna look very gorgeous. Drum roll for the dramatic classic. I think this is like my favorite Kibbe body type, even though I'm not even a dramatic classic, but I love them so much. Okay, now for your recommendations, you have to go with very clean, sculpted and slightly angular hair, and your hair should be very sleek. Of course, you're still a classic, so you should go for symmetry. The center parts, have a center part on your braids and then just go all the way down, very long. They're going to look very wonderful on you because they have a kind of geometric and angular sleek vibe to it, so it's gonna work for you. Now you can go for the blunt cut. They could be long or short. Either ways, it's going to work wonderfully for you. Now for your sleek look, you can just put your hair up in cornrows, or you can have those two large cornrows I had in the dramatic recommendation. Just two large, draw the center part, and you're good to go. Or you can put your hair in cornrows going all the way back. You can have your hair down to your butt or your mid back, and you are gonna look really good because you are a dramatic classic. You can handle a little bit of drama. Voila, do you, boo? Okay, I think I'm talking too much. This is the example of what I was trying to talk about. Two large cornrows with the center part. Perfect for the dramatic classic. Now you can handle a little bit of asymmetry. That's because you are a dramatic classic. So if you can handle it, why the hell not? Go for it. You are the only classic that can handle a little bit of asymmetry, like having your braids and just sweeping them all the way to the side. You can handle all of that drama. Or when you're putting your hair in a low bun, instead of going for the center part, you can go for an asymmetrical part. Or if you're not into all of that drama, even as a dramatic classic, which I don't know why, just go for a very simple hairstyle like this yarn twist right here, and it's gonna look so good on you. But you can see that the hair curved at the end. Just try to eliminate the curve and just have it straight without any curves, and it's gonna work for you. So that's it for the dramatic classic, and now we are gonna move into the natural. Now for the natural, Kibbe recommends you go for very tousled hair, very wild hair, and yeah, tousled and wild and free and loose. That's your recommendation. Now if you take a look at this hairstyle, this is spring twist. You can see it gives the wild, free, tousled look, perfect for a natural. Now if you're not ready for spring twist, you can still stick to braids, but make sure your braids are long and larger in size. And when you're putting it up in a bun, a half up and half down look is really good. And yeah, it's gonna give you that very casual vibe because you're the casual chic, of course. And you can handle a little bit of asymmetry is your look, so you can handle asymmetry. Don't pat your hair in the middle. Go for asymmetrical lines, and some messy buns are gonna look so good on you. And it doesn't matter if it is a low bun or a high bun or a half up and half down, as long as it looks very messy. Yeah, this spring twist is giving the real vibe. I don't think it's just about it. The color too is just adding to the overall vibe. Now goddess braids are very good on you. That's because it gives a very loose feeling. If you love goddess braids, stick with them. They're gonna be awesome on you. Now you take a look at this Tessa Thompson's photo, you can see that they are braids, but now they have the ends are not braided. They have very loose curls. It's going to give you the very relaxed and tousled effect, which is perfect for naturals. Now Mali twists are really good for soft natural. That's because they give a very relaxed tousled effect, especially if they are long and have this ombre effect going on. They're going to look really good. Now I know I've shown you spring twists before, but oh well, we can never do enough. Spring twists with ombre effects are perfect for naturals. Okay, so for the soft natural, it's still the same thing with natural, just that you have to add a little bit of softness here and there, and maybe your tousled hair should be slightly tousled, and just add femininity to your look, just like this braids. Like right here, you can see the way The lady arranged the sides and they gave, little curls. Now the spring twist is perfect. It has this slight tousled effect with a little bit of romantic undercurrent going on there. Now, goddess braids are perfect for any type of natural, including a soft natural. That's because it gives a soft look, especially this one on this lady with this, is this a lemon green? Yeah, and Mali twist again. They are perfect for soft naturals. You can put your braids in a high bun. They're gonna look so good on you. And don't forget the messy bun. It's perfect on you. That's because you're a soft natural. In fact, it's gonna look the best on you because you have the romantic undercurrent. As a flamboyant natural, you have to go for the relaxed look, the loose look, tousled and long look, the wild look. Is gonna look so perfect on you. Now, to add to it, the sleek look is gonna look good. That's because you are a natural with a dramatic undercurrent. These braids are gonna be perfect on you. Go as long as you want to go. You're gonna look so good, so bomb. Spring twist, guys, especially something in this color, maybe ombre look is gonna look so good on you. That's because it gives the very tousled and very wild look. You're a flamboyant natural, baby. Rock it all the way. I think I have this sacred admiration for very young body types. I just love them. Flamboyant natural, dramatic classic, flamboyant gamine. Oh my god, you guys rock. Now this asymmetric braids right here is gonna look so good on you. In fact, it's gonna give you the elegant, put together, sophisticated look. I had to save this picture specifically for flamboyant naturals because it has attitude. It's got elegance, it's got the wildness, it has the sleek look, everything in one. So guys, we made it to the romantic category. I'm gonna start with theatrical romantic first. Your hairstyles should be ornate, soft and rounded in very rich and vibrant colors. Now if you take a look at this is braids, but the ends are very ornately curled. This is perfect. Now these braids also have not as much curls as the first picture, but it still gives this very ornate feeling to the hairstyle, and you can see that the color is vibrant. And this one is similar to the former picture, still ornate, still feminine and soft looking. For romantics, your hair should be ornately curled and soft with some layering. This picture is this hair is going to be very lovely on a romantic, especially when it's in one color. You can see that even though this hair is braids, it looks very soft, very ornate, very feminine, and it has layering. Now the same thing with this photo right here. They are braids, but just that they are still have braids and they have more curls. Now, if you have a very long natural hair, you could crochet this style and it will still work. Now, I have noticed twists give a more softer look. Now, if you can go for very soft micro twists and curl them, and they're gonna give the very soft look. Theatrical romantics can also rock this. Now, this hairstyle, you can have braids in this length, very micro, and coil them, maybe put them in very little bantu knots, set them in hot water, allow them to dry, and by the time you take them out, they're going to give you a look similar to this style right here, but they're going to be in braids. These are spring twists. If you can see, they look very neat, very ornate, and they're very tiny, so they give that very soft look, which I think is perfect for romantics and theatrical romantics. Okay, for gamers, you are advised to go for very extreme color changes, short hair that is short and tousled. Now, you can go for fringe with braids, just like the first picture. This has very wild color combination. You can embrace a little bit of symmetry since the hair is short. It is going to look very, very bomb on you. Now this one looks extreme and it is short. It's gonna look really good on you as a soft, no, as a gamine. Now, if you're not into all of those braids, you don't have to go with them. Spring twists are really good, but you have to avoid the soft edge this hairstyle has. It leans more into soft gamine than gamine. You can have it made straight so it doesn't have any soft rounded edges on the side. Now this is perfect for a gamine. You can see the hair is put up in a bun and then you have your fringe coming down. Perfect, the perfect hairstyle for a gamine. Now this is a perfect example of extreme color changes. If you're into colors, you can go with this, or you can just make your spring twist maybe this length or a little shorter and they're gonna look good. Spring twists are good, just don't go for the long ones. Go for very short spring twist, maybe shoulder length and below. Yeah, they're gonna look. So for soft grooming guys, Kibbe recommends you go for soft tousled hair or short asymmetric hair. Now this one is on the asymmetric side. You can see how beautiful it looks. It's gonna look, and if you see it has very gentle curve at the end, you can go for something like this. Just tell the person making your hair to make it really tight if you're using chemical on hair, so that it's gonna have this effect. Now if you're not into colors, you don't have to add color. You can just have one color and it's gonna look really chic on you because you are a soft gamine. Now more soft gamine hair examples for you guys. I have been trying to give more than 3 examples for everybody type so that you can have options to choose from. Now this is also the asymmetric look, but you can see that it has are those rubber bands at the end of the hair, some details at the end to add the gamine playful vibe to it. And yeah, since you belong to the gamine family, it's gonna look really good on you. Short hair is your best friend. Now the this bun right here, you can see that it leans towards her face. This is gonna look perfect because it's gonna add the volume on top of the hair effects. Now if you don't like this, you can go for the normal top bun. Now this hair right here is perfect. You can see that even though it is packed up in a bun high up, it has some beads which gives the hairstyle the animated effect. If you are a soft gamine and you love this hairstyle, please try it. You're gonna get lots of compliment. It might even become one of your signature hairstyles as a soft gamine. If you're a soft gamine, please and please say yes to short hair because many soft gamines struggle with looking childish. Say yes to all of these hairstyles that I have arranged right here for you. The fringe with the top knot, is it top knot? And this hairstyle right here with these animated designs on it. You can go for the asymmetric pattern, don't go for the center part. Spring twist, say yes to spring twist and you're gonna thank me. So guys, we made it to the final body type. Thank you so much for sticking with me this long. Thank you for being so patient. So the flamboyant gamine, your hairstyles, you should go for asymmetry, you should go for the tousled effect, you should also go with vivid and distinct color combinations. Of course, you don't have to go for all of the recommendations if you don't like vivid and distinct color combinations. You can just go for the asymmetric look and the tousled look and you'll be just fine. Now I've set out arranged pictures for you so that the slide can just keep running and you're gonna see all of your options. Now you are the only gamine that can go with very long hair and it's gonna look really perfect. Very long and tousled hair. You can go for long braids and you're gonna look really good. Long spring twist, long goddess braids, and long Mali twist, Senegalese twist, and you're gonna look really good. That's because among all the gaming types, you are the one that has more yarn. You can handle a little bit of length to your hair and you'll be just fine. Thank you so much guys for watching. If you love this video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one.